Conversation for you. Ashmit caught up with Ajay Bijli, MD of PVR Inox, on the sidelines of his new music video release called Ek Onkar. This spiritual rendition serves as a part of Shah Rukh Khan starrer Dumki's background score. Speaking to him about his new beginning and the year gone by, Ajay Bijli shares his view on the return of big screen cinema in 2023 as well as the outlook for the new year.
Pathan was a big trigger that showed that how much that not only stimulated the consumers, it stimulated the industry as well. That if a movie really connects, it can go to levels which was never there even pre-COVID. So that was a big, confidence booster. Then we saw smaller movies also coming. I still rate OMG2 a small movie, despite Akshay being there. Because Akshay was just as almost like a cameo, but the movie was a small movie that did very well. Gadar 2 did very well. You had Fukre 3, you had Dream Girl 2, you had just now this movie which has come, 12th Fail, which I've seen twice now. Sam Bahadur, so many movies came. So then of course movies like Jawan went to another level. Gadar 2 went to another level. Animal has gone crazy. Salar is doing exceedingly well. So we saw content also, it is doing, when it connects, it just goes to another level, which has never been seen before. So I'm quite happy with the way things have panned out in 2023. And barring maybe 1 month of World Cup cricket, when people, and luckily that event happens only once every 4 years.
Correct.
And every 4 years, it doesn't necessarily have to happen in India. So I think it's a triple whammy. A World Cup in India and India playing very well. That has to impact us.
So give us a sense, what does 2024 look like from you? There is an increasing view within analysts that perhaps the customers on the lower end of the price band may gravitate towards OTT streaming players. So is that a trend going forward, that we'll see more premiumization, or do we see more screens coming online?
No, actually, people do everything. So I've always said that people are not straight-jacketed. So what you're saying is also true, or what the analysts are saying is also true. There are people who sit at home and watch, even I watch at home, TV shows and stuff like that. And at the same time, I go out and watch a movie on the big screen. So that either or, I think, debate is over long ago. So OTT is just another form of home entertainment. And home entertainment has been around for a very long time. And it's never been a threat. It's always been something that has helped both forms of movie watching to coexist. And of course, there was an aberration period when we were shut. Then obviously, that's a very obvious thing. When we are shut, then obviously people want to consume content on the small screen. But when both have opened, and all those factors that I just mentioned about movies are coming back on the big screen, people are coming back to the cinemas, then it's a coexistence issue. Plus our windows which had collapsed, those are no longer collapsed. We still have an 8-week window between theatrical and streaming services. So therefore, even at a lower price point, people will say, let me see this movie. They have a FOMO factor that I'm going to watch this movie, even if it's a mid-budget movie, because otherwise I'll have to wait 8 weeks. So I think all of us Indian moviegoers have this peer pressure that if somebody's talking about a movie which is very good, they're not going to wait 8 weeks. They're going to watch the movie. So I think that's happening. Mid-segment movies are doing well. I just got to know 12th Fail is going to probably end up doing 85 crores and was made for about 10 crores, I guess. So it clearly shows that people are watching it on the big screen, and it still hasn't come on the OTT platform.
So it's not premiumization versus more screens, it's premiumizations and more screens?
Yeah. And I can't afford to just premiumize because I'm in a country which has got a consumer at every price point. So only 12.5 or 13% of our screens, which is 250 screens, are premium screens. Otherwise, all the rest, 1,600 screens that we've got, they're all at an average price point of 250 rupees.
Well, that background and that, the movie theatre looks absolutely fantastic, and luxurious. But back to the markets then, it's 21,780, still 125 points higher. So we're at the day's high now. And as we slip into a very short break, we'll get our view.
Thank you for watching CNBC-TV18 and do follow us on all our social media platforms for news, updates and more.